One of the most important functions we perform as an organization each year is recruiting and selecting our leadership. We've got a long legacy of great leaders, and Frank certainly fit the bill this year. He had to lead this organization under some very trying times, and just did a commendable job, and we appreciate that very much. This year, the executive committee met, and we recommend Mike Davis. Mike is the fire management officer for the Chattahoochee-Oconee National Forest and has been a member of our leadership team for years, almost a decade. And his presence is always known whenever he's in the room or on a call. He just has that character about him. He works tirelessly to promote prescribed fire in the state and was really instrumental in organizing our first North Georgia meeting 2 years ago. In our opinion, Mike is a proven leader, and we're very fortunate to have him as our nominee this year. So at this time, I ask if you're a member of the Georgia Prescribed Fire Council, if you'll please cast your vote now for Mike Davis as the 2021 chair-elect. I would say that was a unanimous vote, and we thank you very much for your support and from the audience, and we look forward to, I hope Mike is on the line, I'm sure he is. We look forward to having you in our leadership pool and working towards taking over this time next year. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Frank.
Thank you, Mark, and congratulations, Mike. Every time I go to Mike with some new deal or good deal, he tells me that's a big deal. So Mike, this is another big deal for us, for all of us, because you'll be a great leader. You've been my mentor all along with everything we do, and without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. Today, the Georgia Prescribed Fire Steering Committee wants to thank all of you for your support and your input to make this 18th annual Georgia Prescribed Fire meeting a great success. We had somewhere around 400 people registered, so we can say this meeting was another success. We welcome your input and suggestions after the meeting to help make prescribed fire in Georgia and all over the country an accepted practice. It will take all our efforts to promote the use of prescribed fire in Georgia, and it will take a lot of work to overcome the stigma by the uninformed public, particularly where I live in North Georgia, that all fire is bad, and it's our job to inform them of the benefits of prescribed fire any chance we get. So anytime you get a chance to talk to somebody, turn their passion around, and have to be pro-fire. Take what you learned today and put it to good use promoting prescribed fire in your community. We all have to go back to our community and talk about it. We can't do it from afar. Thank you for your attendance today. Hope you learned something and the time you spent was worth it. And mark your calendars for next June, hopefully for the third North Georgia Prescribed Fire Council meeting somewhere in North Georgia, or either if we can't be in person, we'll have it virtual like we are today. I would personally like to thank all of you for your support for me during the council during this past year, during my term as chair of the Georgia Prescribed Fire Council. Thanks to the support people we had, Jessica McCorvey and the Jones Center, for the support they do down there. And particularly thank you, Mark Melvin, who has been the driving force behind this council since the beginning. And without him, we wouldn't be where we are today. Well, thanks to all of you doing, all of us in prescribed fire across the country. Mark, you're an inspiration to me. And I plan to go do more to promote it since with all your efforts behind us. It was an honor to be asked to chair this organization. It was a highlight of my long career in forestry. It's been a difficult year for meetings, but foresters do not give up easily, and our cooperators and all of you helped make our 2 successful meetings in 2020 happen in spite of the current no meeting situation. We're like Hannibal Barca, who in 218 BC told his generals as he was trying to cross the Alps with his elephants and his army, we will either find a way or make one. So let's that be our motto from here on. Let's find ways to make prescribed fire accepted or make new ones to let the public decide that it's okay to burn. That's what we need to do. Thank you for a memorable year. And now Kevin Hiers is the incoming chair, and I'll pass the torch to you, Kevin. Here it is. You can have it and take over from here.
Well, Frank, I certainly appreciate the torch. I'll try not to burn my office down. I do want to make sure that I extend my appreciation for your leadership this year, and thank you for all the sage advice that you've given as we've transitioned from the year that was to the year that will be for the Fire Council. Frank, I on behalf of the steering committee and the entire Fire Council, I want to thank you for one of the most successful years that the Fire Council has ever seen. Whether it was just a record attendance in North Georgia meeting back in June, or today almost record attendance, if not the record, for the statewide meeting under what was best described as trying circumstances. Your leadership and the team that you led has really pulled off just a fantastic year despite all the COVID restrictions. And it's really just nothing short of amazing. You've set a high bar, and we're going to continue, me and Mike Davis, working with Mark Melvin and the team, going to continue to try to do that for 2021. On behalf of the Fire Council, I do want to offer this gift. It's going to be a signed copy of Tall Timber's Bob White Quail Management Handbook, signed by the authors, Clay Sisson and Bill Palmer, and I'll make sure that I get to that after the meeting here. But thank you so much, Frank, for your leadership this year. With that, I also want to thank the Jones Center and staff, but also the Georgia Wildlife Federation, and specifically Gina Rogers, who has really made the virtual meeting environment possible for us. Gina, thank you so much for all your hard work and dedication. Today's meeting was outstanding, and it wouldn't happen without you and Jessica McCorvey down at the Jones Center, and of course Mark Melvin and the team. But thank you all so much. With that, Mark, unless you have any other business, look forward to working with Mike as the chair-elect and the steering committee again for another outstanding prescribed fire year for 2021. And with that, I'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you.